بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الكلية العالمية لتعليم القرآن والعلوم الإسلامية تقدم.
In the name of Allah, peace be upon our Prophet Muhammad forever. Dear brothers, dear sisters, welcome to English section in the International Faculty for Teaching Quran and Islamic Studies. As you know before, in each unit we have 5 parts: pronunciation, phonics, grammar, vocabulary, skills work, everyday English. Pronunciation and phonics. In pronunciation and phonics in session 2, we are going to complete the consonant clusters or blends, and today we have C and K together says K. I told you before that letter C says K, and letter K says K, and CK together also says K. So C and K together says K. And you can find these 2 letters always at the end of the words, like the word sack, sack, sock, sock, duck, duck, lock, lock, truck, truck. As I told you the last time, any double letters in English like double L says la, double D says da, and CK says ka. We don't make 2 k together. No. C and K together says ka. Vocabulary. In vocabulary part this session, we are going to complete the vocabulary about food and drinks. Let's start. Today we are going to have some new vocab about the food you can order in the restaurant. For example, if you go to a restaurant and you want to order some food, you are going to say, for example, I'd like a cheese sandwich, or tuna sandwich, pasta, salad, chips, chocolate cake, milkshake, soft drinks, hot drinks. So you can use these vocabulary or these words to order food in a restaurant or in a cafe. For example, a cheese sandwich, you can say tuna sandwich or an egg sandwich, any kinds of sandwiches. You can use pasta, salad, chips. You can use the word soft drinks or hot drinks. Soft drinks means fizzy drinks. Hot drinks means like tea, coffee, hot chocolate, and so on. Grammar. Our grammatical rule today is how to use some and any, or the difference between some and any. And let's start with some. We use some with the uncountable nouns or the plural countable nouns. It's really easy. We are going to have some examples now, but let us see when can we use some. First, we use some in affirmative sentences, and we use it in offer or request. But offer and request, they are not questions. We make offers and we make requests. It looks like the question and ends in a question mark, but they are not questions. They don't need answers. They don't need answers. Let's have some examples. Number 1, there is some milk in the fridge. There is some milk in the fridge. We use some here because this sentence is affirmative. And we use some with milk because milk is because. because milk is uncountable noun. So we can use some with uncountable noun like milk in affirmative sentences. Another example, there are some apples on the table. We use here some because this sentence is affirmative. Affirmative means not negative. And apples here, a plural noun. Plural noun, so it's countable because we can count them. We can make it plural, apples. So there are some apples on the table. So in these two sentences, we use some in affirmative. In affirmative with countable, plural countable nouns or uncountable nouns. The other usage for some with the offer or request, for example, when I say, would you like some tea? Would you like some tea? This is the way of offer. How can we offer something? Would you like some tea? Would you like some milk? Would you like some water? So this is not a question, by the way. Even it ends in a question mark, I know that, but it's not a question. So we use some here when we make offers. And we use some in requests too. For example, can I have some dates, please? Can I have some dates, please? So we use some here because this is a request. I need something, so I make a request. For example, can I have some milk? Can I have some water? So we use some here in offer and requests. On the other hand, we have the word any, and we use any with uncountable and the plural countable nouns. We use it in negative forms or negative sentences and questions. So we use any in negative sentences and questions. For example, there isn't any milk in the fridge. This is a negative sentence. There isn't any milk in the fridge. So we use any here because this sentence is negative. Isn't negative. And we use any with milk. Milk is uncountable noun, it's okay. So it will be there isn't any milk in the fridge. I cannot use some here because this is not affirmative. This is negative. Look, isn't. Okay, let's have another example. There aren't any apples on the table. There aren't any apples on the table. So the word any here, we use it. Why? Because it's a negative sentence, and we use it with the plural nouns like apples. Any apples. So the first usage for any is we use it in negative sentences or negative forms like these examples. How can we use it in questions like this one? Have you got any money? Have you got any money? This is a question, a real question. It needs an answer. You can answer yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Not like the offer and the request. It's a question. Have you got any money? You will answer yes, I have, or no, I haven't. So I use any here because this is a question. And we use it with money, and money is uncountable noun. Another example to be clearer. Are there any boys in the class? Are there any boys in the class? This is the question. It needs an answer. Yes, there are, or no, there aren't. So we use any because this is a question, and we use it with the word boys. It's plural noun, a countable noun. We can say a boy and boys. So we use any here in negative sentences and questions. Let's have this exercise to practice what we had about some and any. We are going here to choose some or any. I want you to look at each sentence. Look, is it a negative sentence or an affirmative sentence? Is the question, is it an offer or a request? Okay, so let's look together and try to answer. The first one, I'd like dash chicken with chips. Look at the sentence. It's an affirmative one. Very good. It's not negative, so we are going to use some. It will be I'd like some chicken with chips. The next, we haven't got apples in the fridge. Look here, we have haven't. So we are going to choose any because we use any with negative sentences. We haven't got any apples in the fridge. I want dash pasta, please. Here it's an affirmative one. It's very easy. I want some pasta, please. Is there dash milk in the bottle? This is the question, a real question. It will be, is there any milk in the bottle? Is there any milk in the bottle? Because this is the question, so we use any. The next, would you like coffee? Here, look very well. We have a question mark, but it's not a question. It's not a question, it's an offer. Would you like some coffee? I don't need here to answer yes or no. Would you like some coffee? So this is not a question, it's an offer. So I'm gonna choose some. Would you like some coffee? The next one, is there that chocolate cake? Sure, it will be any. Is there any chocolate cake? Because this is a question. You need to say yes there is or no there isn't. Skills work. In skills work this session, we are going to have a listening task. We are going to listen about a dad and his boy. They are talking about the food. The boy is going to talk about the food he likes or the food he doesn't like. So I want you to listen carefully. Then I want you to draw a happy face for the food the boy likes and a sad face for the food the boy doesn't like. Let's listen.
Listen and draw. Are you hungry, John?
Yes, I am.
Well, let's look at the menu. What do you want?
Well, I like yogurt, but I don't like ice cream. I like bread because I like sandwiches.
So you can have a sandwich. Which sandwiches do you like?
I don't like meat. I want an egg sandwich. And an apple, please. I like apples.
So after listening now, you can answer the question. It's very easy. You are going just to draw happy faces or sad faces. I want you to listen again, then answer. And if you want to check your answer, go back to the video, because number 1, he said, I like yogurt. Number 2, he said, I don't like ice cream. 3, I like bread. 4, I like a sandwich. 5, I don't like meat. And number 6, I like apples. Everyday English. In Everyday English, this session we are going to talk about meals. And as you know, we have 3 meals a day. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's a little bit different from one country to another to when you talk about what you have in each meal, for example, in breakfast and lunch and dinner. But we are going to talk in general or generally. For breakfast, I usually have cheese, eggs, and bread. By the way, you can change when you are talking about breakfast. For example, you can change. You can say, I usually have beans, yogurt, milk. It's okay, no problem. This is, I want you to practice. For example, for lunch, I usually have chicken, rice, and salad. For dinner, I usually have yogurt with honey. At the end, I hope that you enjoy my session today, presented by Amr فتحى. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.